Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. Today we're going to do another Brian Reads the News segment. This one is coming to us from pleatedjeans.com. It's titled 40 Deeply Nostalgic Snapshots into a Gen X Childhood. It's by Mike, published January 3rd, 2025. Mike writes, "All right, fellow elder millennials teetering on the edge of Generation X, it's time to dust off those hyper-color t-shirts, rewind those mixtapes, and dive into a tub of gack because we're about to take a radical trip down memory lane. Today's article isn't just a throwback, it's a full-fledged time warp to the days when Saturday mornings were sacred and the biggest stress was keeping your Tamagotchi alive. We're talking nostalgia overload with pictures that'll have you saying, 'Oh snap, I remember that,' faster than you can dial up the internet. So grab your Capri Sun, adjust your slap bracelets, and let's journey back to a time when our biggest question was whether Ross and Rachel were really on a break. Ready to feel ancient and awesome at the same time? Let's do this." At number 1, we got these gel sandals. You guys remember these sandals? The gals would wear these and you'd always wonder how they would leave the house in such a pair of sandals and return home without blisters. I know that some of them definitely got blisters because those things were not comfortable. At number 2, we got the water snake. You guys remember these, those little slippy slide things that you put in your hand and it would just slide one way or the other. Definitely hours and hours of fun. They got them in various colors here, orange, yellow, green, and red. Never saw the ones with decorations on them, little smiley faces and whatnot, fish, but apparently they're out there. Blast from the past, throwback. At number 3, it says the click of these on the gym floor. The click of these on the gym floor. Of course, the jump ropes made of the plastic, and you'd be on those skipping rope at gym class. And I definitely remember doing that. And you crack your shin with one of those things. You'll be feeling that the rest of the day. At number 4, it looks like some sort of iron-on art. I'm not really familiar. It looks like they have Mickey Mouse on here, rainbows, and a turtle. I didn't get into this very much, but put in the comments if you know what this is about. Clue me in. At number 5, we got the Get in Shape Girl. Looks like some sort of record or tape, some sort of exercise routine. Also, Get in Shape Girl, learn to be a gymnast. So apparently they give you some sort of rope and you spin it around like you're gonna be a gymnast. Maybe you'll end up in the Olympics. Who knows? At number 6, we have these. You guys remember these, the various color pens. You'd click which color you want, and out would come the little ballpoint that you could color in that color or write in that color. So I remember we had one of those, played around with it, or at least I saw them at school. I don't think mom and dad ever bought me one of these, but they were pretty fancy. I could see the appeal, different colors with each click of a thumb. So definitely here in blue and yellow and pink, various colors and various fun available to you. At number 7, we got cartoons and more cartoons. Let's see how many I can name here. We got the Muppets, we got the Smurfs, we got Jem, we got the DuckTales, not familiar, Ponies, My Little Pony, the Snorks, is that the name of one of them? I don't know, some of these are hard to see, but Care Bears at the bottom there, but apparently I wasn't watching as many cartoons as I should have, because I should know all of these. Fill me in, I didn't get half of these. At number 8, we got mac and cheese. Says, admit it, we've all done this while eating mac and cheese. Of course, the traditional mac and cheese was a staple through middle school and well into high school and on into college. I got a box of mac and cheese the other day and made it, and I can tell you, you're not missing much. It's not as tasty as I remember, but definitely lived on that stuff for quite a few years. Traditional macaroni and cheese. The blue box, of course, later in my life I got the generic version from Hagen's, a little bit cheaper and doesn't taste as good, but it did the trick. At number 9, okay, I remember these. They gave you these in school, and you tried to learn to play a little tune on it. I forget what it's called. It's kind of like a little flute, right? I wish they would put what these are called, but put it in the comment section. Give me a reminder. Definitely remember playing on one of those when I was a youngster. I don't think I really had an acumen for using such a instrument, but some people were pretty good at it, but I wasn't one of those guys. All right, at number 10, wow, you haven't seen one of these for a while. It is a payphone. There you see it, 35 cents, change not provided. Put your money in there and call someone, call a friend, put the number in. Before cell phones, you had to use one of these when you were trying to call mom and dad to pick you up. Things are much more convenient. Wow, how technology has changed life, right? At number 11, oh yeah, the safety pin and the beads. I remember people doing this in middle school, I think. They got a pair of Adidas there. Those look like they might be a little newer than this happening, but I remember it happening in probably it had to be the 90s, before the 90s. But little safety pins, the little shoelace art, definitely saw that happening. I don't think I ever played around with beads and shoelace art, but there were folks doing it. At number 12, Fruitopia, 20-ounce plastic bottle of Fruitopia. Again, I don't think this ever came to our schools, but I heard about it, and I know some people really got into Fruitopia. Did you guys ever drink that stuff? Was it any good? I don't know. I do remember when our school started getting pop machines like this, or like fancy bottle machines. You could pay like $1 and get a big one. That was a whole new world. This one looks pretty fancy. You can put the dollar right in there, give you change and whatnot. So those did eventually make their way to the campus, but this came a little after my time. At number 13, it looks like what, a flip phone? Is that what I'm seeing there? It looks like a digital flip phone, and I think I definitely had one of those. Kept the flip phone for quite a while. I eventually got a smartphone, but held on to that flip phone as long as I could. At number 14, of course, was The Simple Life. Isn't that what this was called? Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton out there doing their thing. What was it? That's hot, right? Paris thought everything was hot. Everything was hot. Yeah, that's hot. Actually, I think Nicole Richie's actually hotter than Paris Hilton, don't you think? At number 15, of course, was Yahoo. Anybody in those Yahoo chat rooms? We had GeoCities, Yahoo. If you had a Yahoo account, you were the man back then. You got a lot of stuff. Let's see, explore your community. Yeah, build your own website. I think everybody had a Yahoo password and a Yahoo account. And those did go by the wayside. I think Gmail is now kind of taken over, but Yahoo does still exist, I'd imagine. Anybody still using Yahoo as their email? At number 16, what is that? It looks like a Mac computer, right? I think I was always a PC guy. Even when I went to college, I know the journalism program I went to all had Mac computers, and I was PC based. We had to write our stories, and then we had to like figure out how to transfer it over and make it Mac compatible. It was a big hassle, but we made it all happen there. And Mac computers were the way of life, at least in that journalism program. So it seems like Macs kind of are the niche these days. A lot of people pick Mac and they stick with Mac the rest of their lives, and they won't even venture over to the PC world. Same with phones. If you're an iPhone person, you stick with the iPhone, and the Android is off limits. But there's an old Mac, right? Never got one. At number 17, also something I never had, but I always wanted one, Hypercolor t-shirt. Yeah, you could touch it and it would change colors. There you see the gal with her boyfriend, Touch Me. Oh, I don't know what mom would think about that. This is in pink and purple and yellow, all those bright colors, and was kind of definitely a time in life where people were trying new things, and you would blow on the t-shirt and it would change colors. It was amazing to a youngster that age. Everybody wanted one, and only a few people got them in my school, but I was not one of those people. What about you guys? Did you have one? At number 18, of course, was the Juicy Couture sweatshirt here. It's funny because I clean out storage units on occasion and I see this brand pop up and you see it says Juicy across the back and you always think, what kind of girl wears a Juicy right across her butt like that? But apparently they were out there. It was all the rage. Juicy. Everybody wanted the like kind of velour, soft plush sweatshirts and sweatpants. They had the matching sets. Everybody wanted to be juicy. At number 19, look at this, Clearly Canadian, the flavored waters. This was flavored water before the rage now. It seems like all kinds of flavored waters are out on the market now, but Clearly Canadian was one of the first. Let's see, what do they have? Wild cherry, orchard peach, raspberry and blackberry, mountain blackberry and country raspberry. So I don't know, which would you choose? I think that peach one is kind of calling to me right now. Clearly Canadian. You guys ever drink one of those? At number 20, of course, you got the racks of clothes. Did you ever hide in one of these? Hiding in one of these as a kid, it says there. Of course, every little kid wants to sneak in there and hide from mom. You know, mom's busy shopping away and you find a little hiding spot in the middle of one of those and then mom freaks out and can't find you. That definitely happened. I think I must have tried that a couple times. Maybe at the Sears or the Lamont's or the J.C. Penney. Somewhere where they had these out there. Mom was busy shopping and I was hiding from her. A little hide and go seek with mom, right? At number 21, what is this? Like the original Windows platform or something like that? It says it has a little recycle bin to start. I think that was the original art for that, if I remember correctly. I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section, but I seem to remember that art as a part of the software that you would install on your computer. Was it Windows 3.1 or something that originally came with my first computer, I think. But there it is, the art. It definitely is something etched in the brain, right? At number 22, we got the Sony Discman, the Mega Bass. There's the Mega Bass. See, I had one like this, but there was one before this one. It was cassette tape, and it was yellow, the yellow Sony cassette tape. And that was way back, but this one I think I had. I don't know if I had the Mega Bass or not. That was kind of the upgrade, but I definitely had a Discman. I probably got the generic brand. I didn't get the Sony, but this was a pretty nice one. The Discman Mega Bass. You definitely had the skip mode. You gotta have a kind of, you know, if you're riding the bus and listening to tunes, you gotta hold it above your lap so that when you hit a bump, it wouldn't skip. I remember doing that, but it was pretty nice having one of those and kind of escaping from all the noise in the bus. You just put on your tunes and block it all out. At number 23, do you know what this is? Do you know what it's gonna say? Everybody remembers this day in school. Let's take a look. There you see it. When teachers would roll these in class, then you knew you were in for a good day. You could kick back and relax. The teacher would have the day off of teaching and all the kids would be happy. Put your head down and enjoy the movie. Whatever they were showing, it seems like certain classes would play these more often than others, but that was always a good day. Get a little break from all the nonsense and just be able to kick back and enjoy the video. At number 24, we got the old school iPod, right? The iPod Shuffle or whatever it was called. 2 of 19 Staying Alive Bee Gees. They got the Bee Gees playing on there. I can only stand so many songs from the Bee Gees, but a lot of people love the Bee Gees and ABBA, but I can't stand them. Staying Alive, I can handle that one. They play that one, I can get down for one song, but if they continue playing the Bee Gees, I gotta leave the room. But what do you guys think? Did you have one of these? Did you shuffle through some Bee Gees? Did you have a playlist of the 70s going? I definitely didn't have one of these. I was not cool enough. I had the Sony Discman, but never made it to the iPad or iPods or whatever you want to call it. And I didn't get one. I wasn't cool enough, I guess. At number 25, looks like we got the box TV, the old school box Sony TV. Looks like it'd be a 24-inch, maybe a 32-incher. That's kind of how you grew up, watching TV on one of those. You'd put all the movies on there. The nice ones would have the little VHS built in. This one doesn't have that. You had to hook up your VHS to this one, and then you got to find out in the back where you hook it up, and oh, that was a pain. If you got one of these TVs with the nice VHS built into it, that was luxury right there. At number 26, I'm not familiar with this one. Bejeweled. Was this some sort of computer game before computer games? New game, options, quit game. Looks like you match the jewels or something like that, and you get a little score. Little icon goes up. The green goes up, I guess, if you get it right. I don't know. Bejeweled. 1.31, so it's played on an old PC, it looks like. So, did you guys ever play this one? Not me. At number 27, again, I'm not a video game guy, but I remember these going around, and people had these little, I guess, portable video game consoles. Pokemon, it looks like Pokemon was the rage in this one. Maybe it was just made for Pokemon, but I seem to remember them playing other games on these. What were they called? I don't remember, but looks like I missed out on a lot of this stuff. Pokemon, that was after my time, but people love Pokemon. I do know that. At number 28, definitely made, this was part of my life, Blockbuster Video. Used to go to Blockbuster. Remember, all the candy would be out there. All the movies would be out there, and you would kind of go pick the ones you want. And sometimes they would be out of stock, you know. If the new release would come out and people would have that new release, and you'd go grab the box, and then they wouldn't have it, and then you'd have to kind of find a different movie, and that was a big pain because you wanted that new release and somebody else got it and they only had so many of them. Yeah, Blockbuster was a different time, you know. I guess there is still one Blockbuster left in Oregon, I think, unless it closed. But seems like a different era, right? When Blockbuster movies were on every corner, you would go there, make it a Friday night, grab a couple movies that would last all weekend. You'd have enough entertainment. You'd watch that movie again and again, and just play it on repeat throughout the weekend. Now I guess they have those rental boxes outside the supermarket, kind of similar, but much easier. Put a few bucks in there and you can get a movie, but everything is online now. You can watch it on your telephone, so things have changed quite a bit since Blockbuster, but kind of nice to think back on those days, isn't it? What was your candy of choice? What did you get at Blockbuster? I don't think Mom would ever let me buy candy there. It was kind of pricey, but they had I think, all the gummies and the chocolate stuff, but I definitely wanted it, but I never got it. All right, here you're seeing it, America Online. So there was Yahoo, right? But then there was also America Online, and they would have these CDs that would come in the mail, I think, and you would install this on your computer, and you would be a member or something of America Online. They have a chat room similar to Yahoo, but came in the mail, I think. So I don't know. Did you guys take part in that? Ooh, look at this, Smart Source. Who else used to pull these for no reason? Number 30, who else used to pull these for no reason? I guess it was like a little coupon, right? You could get a coupon, save 40% off of toothpaste or something. Smart Source. I do remember those, but I don't think they were in every supermarket. Certain ones had that, and you could save a few bucks. They would be out there, and I think people would just pull them all out, and eventually they would be empty, and they would just be a waste of time. But it was kind of cool when you go and see one of those. You definitely want to pull it to see the next thing come out. Again, also at the supermarket. You remember when you have to get meat or cheese or something, and you have to pull one of those? Similar concept. Always kind of fun to do as a kid. Alright, number 31. To tell the truth, I have no idea what this is. Ones and twos, some sort of game. Is it like Tetris? I don't know. Are you supposed to line them all up? There's a little smiley face up top. 40 and 15. Maybe you're supposed to get the numbers to match or something. I don't know what this is. Never played this and never experienced it. Don't know anything about it. Did you guys play with this thing? I don't know what it is. Tell me. Ooh, number 32. I definitely played on one of these in gym class. You guys remember these? We had the little square ones, the top right, the wooden ones with the two handles, and you would definitely run over a finger, and that would hurt, and it would be painful the next day, the rest of the day. Gym class could take you out for a whole couple days, probably, if you hit that finger just wrong, or somebody else would run over your finger. Oh, that would be the worst. But you could get going pretty good on one of those. I don't remember. You used to just race from one side to the other as a kid, I think. I think that was ultimately the goal. And you probably weren't allowed to stand on them. You weren't allowed to ride them like a skateboard, but you had to sit butt down, I think, and scoot across the gym floor. That's kind of how I remember it. You had to have your hands in those little holes, and you had to have your butt on the seat, and that's how you had to get across. But it looks like on the bottom, the kids are face down. I don't remember that. I don't remember going face forward, but those look like little more advanced little rollers. But that seems awfully dangerous to be cruising around face first. You could definitely lose a tooth like that, but that's not how we did it. We did it butt down and crab style, I think. You had to kind of crawl like a crab and get across the floor, and you could get going pretty quick. Do you guys remember those? At number 33, what do we call these? Polka necklaces or something? I remember like the rich kids would wear these. They'd go on vacation to Hawaii. Chris Elston, I remember he was in my neighborhood. He would come back from Hawaii with a nice tan. I think his parents had some money. They would go vacation in Hawaii. He'd come back wearing one of those. And the girls thought he was so cute, all tan with his little necklace on. And I never got to go to Hawaii or get one of those necklaces, but some people got them. I think it was definitely something sold in Hawaii. So you took that vacation to Hawaii, you got one of those. I don't know. You guys ever had one? All right, at number 34, of course, we got the Live Strong, the Lance Armstrong bracelets to raise money for cancer awareness, right? And then Lance ended up getting cancer, right, and losing a testicle, and then he had the controversy. Yeah, I definitely remember those bracelets went from cool to not cool as soon as Lance Armstrong tested hot for steroids. What we didn't realize was that 80% of those cyclists were using steroids or some sort of performance-enhancing drugs. And Lance was kind of the first to go down. Everybody else kind of followed, but a lot of people were blood doping, right? Putting in blood so to get them over the Alps there. Riding through those hills is tough, and they needed a little extra to get them through that. And that's kind of commonplace up there, the Tour de France. So Lance Armstrong definitely raised a lot of money for cancer, and those bracelets did their trick, but they definitely went from cool to not cool. I remember that. I never had one, but people would wear them, and they would have all kinds of other colors for different fundraisers as well. Once kind of Live Strong ended, there was always the next thing you could buy a bracelet for and support. But that was kind of a pioneering venture by Lance Armstrong and Live Strong. Get one of those Live Strong bracelets. You wear one of those, and they know you stand for something. You stand against cancer, right? I think that's where the money went for. I don't know. I never bought one. So what did you guys wear one of those? I don't know. What do you remember about them? At number 35, it looks like we got the short girl sandal. Says old time. I don't know. Real thick soles on these. I don't remember girls wearing those, but I guess if you needed a few extra inches, those would be ideal. Just slide into those and you could be as tall as your boyfriend, right? Or maybe it's something for the short kings, you know. They could put those on and be taller than the girlfriend. But I never saw those in my day and age. But I did see some thick boots with soles like that. But you can kind of get away with it with boots. With styrofoam like that, it seems like that could be a twisted ankle waiting to happen. At number 36, again, we got looks like the icons for the old computer. That's how it used to be. You would, Windows 95, I guess they're saying. This is Windows 95, taking it way back to 95. Hard to believe it's 2025. What does that make that? 30 years ago, Windows 95. I definitely remember getting Windows 95 installed on the computer. I think we had someone working at Microsoft that got us a copy, and we had the Microsoft copy, I think, that we put on our computer, and was supposed to revolutionize the way the computer ran. I guess it did, right? But Windows 95, you guys remember that? All right, what do we got here? It looks like a Google Flip video. So I guess you could record video on that. You have that around your wrist and shoot kinds of video, and you have a little drive that you could upload to your computer. Was this like the first kind of phone without the phone part? You just had a little video player. I don't remember this little Google Flip video thing, but looks like it could be some fun, right? I'm sure that the resolution is not good, but interesting to see how things all started out, you know? How things started and where they're at now. Things have come a long way. Oh, here we go. LimeWire. Do you guys remember this? LimeWire, you'd have your little list of all your favorite songs there. Look what they got, who they got on there. Outkast, Jay-Z, Afroman, Lil Wayne, Chingy, Tupac, Eminem, D12, MC Hammer. That kind of looks like one of my lists back in the day. Yeah, we definitely had LimeWire. There was Napster and then LimeWire, right? And I think you kind of felt naughty, like you were downloading music that you weren't supposed to, right? And I think LimeWire was kind of the continuation of that. Napster was kind of the start of it, and then there was LimeWire. You'd get some free music, and you'd feel pretty cool blasting your playlist. You could get any song you wanted, right? That was the freedom. You could kind of just look it up. That was the beginning of it all. You could look up the music and just find it, download the song you want. You wouldn't have to deal with all the other crappy songs on the disc. You just get the songs you want, put it on your playlist, and have the best of the best right there. Right there in front of you on your own little LimeWire. You'd play it through your crappy computers on your computer speakers, and you'd feel like the man, you know? You'd have your own little setup there, all the songs you could ever want. Play it for hours and hours. LimeWire. That was a good time, right? All right, at number 30, we have Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Again, I'm not really a video game guy, but I've heard a lot of guys talking about this one. You remember the old Grand Theft Auto video game? They loved it. I guess there was like, pimps and prostitutes in it or something. It was like on the edge, very mature, rated M for mature. And, your parents definitely did not want you playing this one. And if you got your hands on that, you felt kind of cool, playing that video game that you weren't supposed to play. And there was naughty stuff in there that secret things that you could find, I guess. And you cruise around in cars and wreak all kinds of havoc on the city. I don't know, never played it, but I've heard a lot of things about it. And did you guys play it? What did you like about it? Put it in the comment section. I like to hear from you guys. All right, finally at number 40, we go down the breakfast aisle. Looks like we got cereal here. Ghostbusters, Rainbow Bright, Nintendo cereal, Dunkin' Donuts cereal, Slimer and the Ghostbusters, Cabbage Patch Kids, Smurf Berry Crunch, the Jetsons. Did you guys ever try any of these? Seems like it would all probably taste pretty much the same, the little burst of sugar and that would keep you going, turn your milk all yellow or brown or whatever color you're dealing with that day. Let's see, we got a few more down here. We got Pac-Man and Pop-Tarts Crunch. Either you got the Cinnamon Crunch or you got the strawberry? I think that strawberry wouldn't be bad, but it seems like all these cereals kind of put that film on the top of your mouth, or it makes it kind of like eats the way at the top of your mouth if you crunch on it too hard. But some of those might be pretty tasty. I never tried Pac-Man cereal. I know my dad loved Pac-Man the video game, so it seems like we would try that, but we didn't. Pac-Man, Pop-Tarts, Jetsons. Let's see, what else? Smurf Berry Crunch. I know that there was the other one with the crunch in it. The little red berries in there. What do they call that one? Cabbage Patch Kids. That seems kind of wrong to eat little Cabbage Patch Kids. Slimer and the Ghostbusters. Oh, Slimer. I definitely would want that. Slimer cereal. I think, well, it doesn't sound very good, the name Slimer, but Ghostbuster cereal, Rainbow Bright. I could probably eat some Rainbow Bright. Dunkin' Donuts cereal sounds really tasty still to this day. I don't know, can you guys see that? What does it say up there? Dunkin' Donuts cereal, it says glazed style, so some sort of glazed cereal. Definitely would be a sugar overdose. Any one of these is sure to get you going and keep you going the whole day. Hyped up, a little kid hyped up on sugary cereal. I don't know, never tried it. Did you guys have a favorite cereal growing up? Were these one of them? Smurfberry Crunch. I love the Smurfs, but never tried the cereal. So maybe I just missed out on this. I was eating off the bottom batch of the cereal. I never made it to the top shelf where all these cool cereals were. We got the stuff in the plastic at the bottom. The stuff in the boxes were off limits. So there you have it, another successful Brian Reads the News segment. Again, this one is brought to us by pleatedjeans.com. You can go there to check this one out. The title is 40 Deeply Nostalgic Snapshots into a Gen X Childhood. Go there, check it out, see what this stuff is all about. There's a lot of fun little stories on this website, and we've gone through quite a few of them, taking a look at some of this nostalgia and kind of remembering the good old days. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to like the video, get it in front of a few more eyes. I like to see people watching my videos, so hit that like button, do me a favor and give that one a big smash, and we'll get this in front of a few more people. And there I am. If you like this content, if you really like this type of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm sitting at 962, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize my channel. So hit that subscription button, help me out. We're going to get to that 1,000 in the new year. So hopefully you will enjoy some of these videos. Come on back and hit that subscription button, ring the notification bell, and make these videos a regular part of your day. I'm putting them out daily, putting out fresh content every day, so go up to the channel, see what I'm putting out there, and I hope enjoy some of these fun videos that we're enjoying together. So thank you for watching this one to the very end. Again, my name's Brian Kingsbury. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.